Project management is the process used to oversee the different stages and areas of a project and how they interact with each other to ensure successful and efficient project completion. Proper project management takes a project from the initiating stages of defining the project to project planning, all the way through executing the project, monitoring the project, and closing the project. Successful project management will provide each of these stages of a project the correct amount of resources and oversight for success. The principle of project management that we chose to focus on with this video presentation is project planning due to its foundational importance in project management. Planning processes lay the groundwork for resource allocation and the project's timeline. Every group involved in a project is affected by the planning processes or lack thereof in a project. Proper planning will also help foresee potential obstacles that can be avoided or mitigated throughout the project's timeline. Let's further break down these benefits.
Proper project planning is a necessity as it reduces project cost, optimizes the distribution of labor, and reduces the risk of project failure. Proper planning can reduce the cost of a project by reducing the likelihood of incurring extra cost due to oversights such as ordering incompatible parts. By ensuring that any steps taken are done correctly the first time, a project team avoids using funding on fixing mistakes and is able to fully utilize their funding and time towards the initial goal. On top of that, a plan can help the project avoid scope creep, where it begins to take on extra requirements while not gaining additional funding. Another advantage of project planning is better workload distribution. By having a plan, a project manager is able to avoid over-allocating work to individuals or teams. With the workload distributed evenly, a project is less likely to be significantly impacted by unforeseen delays or issues. Consider two scenarios. One where you have an employee working at 100% potential, and another scenario where you have two working at 50% each. The first project will get done at the same time as the second, unless the employee in the first scenario gets sick or injured, in which case the project halts completely. In scenario 2, the project continues even if one employee is unable to work. On top of reducing the risk of unforeseen issues, workload distribution, and by extension project planning, can reduce the risk of employees being overworked, which will increase efficiency overall.
Stakeholders have expectations that must be managed. Everyone who is invested in the project has a picture of what success looks like, and it's critical to understand and manage those expectations, or else there will be stakeholders who feel the project has failed regardless of meeting the budget, schedule, and scope goals. Another aspect of project management success is the quality of the product or service delivered. Who cares if you make a widget that won't work but delivered it on time and within the approved budget? You had to manage quality and never lose sight of the benefits that are the core goals and objectives of the project. That doesn't mean defining project management success is easy. There are a lot of factors to take into account, and some of them can't be assessed until long after the project has closed. Therefore, it's important to understand project success and project management success are not the same things. Three success criteria for a project are cost, scope, and time. While the details might be different depending on the industry, company, or objective of the project, success will live or die on those three factors. If you can deliver a project on time, within budget, and achieve the scope as defined in the project document, that is a success. For example, it's not merely bringing the project in or below the budget, but also creating value for investment and reaping benefits for stakeholders. It's best to define what cost, scope, and time mean beyond the general idea to get a better sense of what is a successful project. Project planning ensures project success and timely delivery, a crucially important function in any technical organization. Striving toward a perfect plan will help increase the probability of customer satisfaction and their trust in the organization for future investments. It's the most crucial step in the reduction of risk and project failures. After all, no one gets points for a brilliant idea if the execution ultimately fails. There are some necessary steps to project planning that can help yield a successful and efficient process. A project consists of five different phases: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling and closure. Planning is the second phase of the project life cycle where a plan after the initiation phase is made so the process of execution may begin.